start. Alright, let's continue to our attorney investigation. March 12, 1 p.m. local time, Hop Springs Airport. I knew that once we had landed, I'm supposed to let the local police take over. And thanks to Miss Nero and Miss Mill, I was able to preserve the crime scene. But I just can't shake it. I wasn't able to talk with Miss Nero in private. So I'm left wondering just what was she up to? Why did she do what she did? There must be a way for me to continue my investigation. I've been expecting you, Miles said George. Francisca, I thought you were still in Germany. I go where I am needed, and wherever there are criminals to be caught. Her name is Francisca von Karma, the daughter of my mentor, Manfred von Karma. She, like myself, is a prosecutor. Wait guys, I forgot. I want to, change the display of the character. Are you heading up this case? It will be a bit of a relief if you are. Don't you try to flatter me, Mal said short. I'm placing you under arrest. What the hell? What? It's quite frustrating, actually. I had hoped to exact my revenge on you in a different venue. But I'll have to take what I can get. I never thought I'd see the day when a disciple of the house of von Karma would become a criminal. Have you no shame? Well, your dad is. Wait, it has all been a big misunderstanding. I didn't kill the victim. A misunderstanding? I heard all about the murder over the police radio from the captain himself. You waited for the victim on the first floor and then beat him to death. Francisca, do you honestly believe that I killed a man? I suppose I should reserve judgment until after I have investigated this for myself. I can put your arrest on hold until then. That's as it should be. Ha! I don't need a lecture on how to perform my duties from you of all people. To be perfect in every way, the fulfillment of that trait alone is all I strive for. Well, I have my own trait which I must fulfill, so why don't we solve this together? Yeah, baby, I have to get going. The crime scene awaits. Don't you dare leave town. Trust me, I had no intention to. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Too slow. Ow! Listen up. I'm leaving you in charge of watching this man. Don't mess up. Understand? Mr. Ashford, I'm supposed to guard him? A simple yes or no, detective. Ah, yes, sir. Understood, sir. You just leave it to me. Miles said George. If you interfere with my investigation, I'll arrest you on the spot. Are we clear? Now then, if you'll excuse me. Good to see you again, Mr. Richard. Sir, boy, am I glad to see you're okay. Thank you, detective. I believe in you, sir. You can lean on me. I'll get you through this. I have to admit, I'm a bit curious as to what Francisca is up to. Maybe I should ask the good detective. Farewell. In that case, I have a few questions for you. Anyway, you want cake? Lunchland. Not bad, I guess. It's getting big enough to wear on its own branch shop. Which should I go with? I recommend our airport special Worldplex lunch boxes, only available for a limited time. We have a variety of lunch boxes made up to look like different contours flags. I wonder if they're aiming to take Lunchland to the international market. Okay, they're not gonna buy those, I guess. So, how's the initial investigation going? We just shipped the body up the coroner's office, and we're taking statement now, sir. That sounds like Francesca. She was always good at quick responses to a case. I say she was a little too quick, sir. Oh, how so? I rushed on over as soon as I got word of the affair, sir. But somehow, when I got here, Miss Von Karma was already here barking at orders at everyone. It was kinda creepy. First thought she knew there had been a murder or something, and had come in advance to wait for your flight's arrival. That is sort of odd. She did show up rather quickly and out of the blue. Plus, don't know why she's here in America. There must be some backstory to all of this. Miss Von Karma just kinda popped up at the prosecutor's office about a week ago, sir. Something's about chasing down it's related to a certain accident. No details? It's kinda top secret. She can talk about it, even with me, sir. Knowing her, the only type of talking she likes to do is with her wit. Plus, the top secret part was what stopped her from talking to you, detective. Although, I wonder if her case has anything to do with mine. Anyway, that's about all the info I have, sir. We should find out more as we investigate. Yes, it is high time to resume my investigation, starting with talking to the people involved in the case afresh. Okay. You got anything to talk about? My way of saying hi. Hey, Mr. Richard, I think something just fell out of your pocket. What are you... So, did something fall out or not? I didn't get a good look, sir. It doesn't concern you, so don't worry about it. My prosecutor badge, of all things. Gums, you must never know that I interrupted. Keeping the professionalism, huh? Oh. Yes. Here? Okay. March 12, 1:37 p.m. Second floor, first class. Is the pilot? Is the culprit, sir? He must be the captain. Why, yes, I am. And who am I be? I am the prodigy prosecutor, Francisca von Karma, and I have a few questions for you. Don't you dare, Captain. Getting friendly with another woman. I'll never forgive you if you do. What are you talking about? I only have eyes for you, my dear Cammy. I wouldn't bet money on our dear captain to be much of a reputable person. Sure you don't want to ask the captain some questions, sir? He was in the cockpit the entire time. I only doubt he would know anything of use. Anyway, I like to leave that type of witness to Francisca and her whip. Hey, Gamsha. March 12, 1:40 p.m. Flight G390, first floor, lunch. Now, see here. Sorry, I'm sorry. How long do you intend to hold me? It's impossible for me to be the criminal, I told you. Mr. LeBlanc. Oh, it's you. Tell this man to stop paying me from going. Time is money. I don't even have 1 second of wasteful time to spare. Let's see. Can go here. Talk to Mr. LeBlanc. Did you finish taking his statement yet? Yep, all done, sir. I do not concerned if you're not done examining the cargo hold. I want my cargo. If you make a single scratch on my heart, you will die. Art? What sort of art? Mr. LeBlanc is an art dealer, so he's got a bunch of artwork done in the cargo hold, sir. There's practically a mountain of them, large and small. From folk costume to stone statues, I sell all kinds of arts. Folk costumes? Speaking of which, Mr. LeBlanc's hat, which kind of look like that other piece of cloth. Oh yes, I guess I can present him. Oh, this. Mr. LeBlanc, can you please take a look at this for me? Oh, it's Burgundian cloth. As I suspected, your head is made of the same material, I suppose. Yes, of course, this fabric is so famous. Orders come from over the seas for more. Then this is the cargo you were talking about earlier. No, my cargo this time is much many gigantic. You detective, when can I have my cargo more? You can get your cargo back when you're done investigating. While the stubbornness of you police, it is no good. And it's no good that attendant refused to exit the attendant's room too. That attendant? I wonder if he's talking about Miss Tenera. Yeah, we can talk about Tenera. What did you mean by that attendant, Mr. LeBlanc? She was taken into the attendance room for her interview, and then they still have not come up. They make no sign of coming out either. I was finished with my own interview much earlier, quicker than. Why is Mr. Nero interview the only one that's taking up so much time? Man, Setro, you were given free rein to examine the plane, weren't you? Yes, I was able to obtain the cooperation of the flight attendants. Speaking of attendants, I'd like to speak with Mr. Nero. I wonder if you might grant me permission to enter the flight attendance room. Before I do, you still have to clear up a few issues surrounding your own circumstance. I understand. You may have tricked those attendants with your sophisticated talking, but you can pull the wool over my eyes, Malsetro. Let's go! Francisca logic. Let's not complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion. The scene of the crime was here, in the ferry lounge. The body was discovered. From the time the victim was seen calling for an attendant until his body was found. Okay, the only person this lounge the entire time was you, Malsetro. This, unmistakably, makes you the likeliest suspect. The likeliest suspect, Francisca? Do you have a problem with that? No, but it's not like you to use such a fake wording. You're usually a bit more absolute. I'm simply trying to watch out for you. Oh, is my kindness too hard for you to comprehend? Thank you, but your leniency is unnecessary, for I will prove my innocence soon enough. If I want to continue my investigation, I'll have to break her line of logic fast. Let's go. Let's not complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion. What I'm here. This calling for attendant. Okay, this is what I'm curious about. What do you mean by sin? Please stop pretending like you don't know. It's insulting. Obviously, I'm talking about how Mr. Hicks was seen calling for an attendant at 5 a.m. And then from the time after that call until the body was found. The only person this line there can assume also as well. Well, it's true that I was in the lounge the whole time. The fact alone does not make me the criminal. We'll see about that at the conclusion of this investigation. However, there's one thing that even you must admit at this time. This is unmistakably make you the likely suspect. No. So tell me, Francisca, do you know all there is to know about the crime scene? I know all that I need to know in order to arrest you. And nothing more? Are you saying there is more I need to know? Why? Why did you hit me, sir? Sorry, Scott. My hand must have slipped. It appears that Francisca doesn't have all the facts of this case yet. Let's go with that. Objection! It will appear that you did not have all the information you needed after. And what does that? I found a nice piece of evidence just before I was forced to stop investigating. A piece that proves that the body was moved from a different location. The killer used the suitcase to move the victim's body, meaning that the real scene of the crime is not this lounge at all. Now who's the one who has jumped into the conclusion? Excuse me? All you did was find a piece of cloth inside the suitcase. That doesn't prove that the body was moved. It could be that the killer simply chose that suitcase as a good place to hide the cloth. I expected that you will come to that conclusion. It will seem I can escape that easily. But you should know better than that. A phone karma is perfect in every way. But you know that the killer definitely will the suitcase around at some point. As if there is proof of that. Where's the proof that this suitcase was moved around? Let's see. The wine. So.
Take that!
No. Oh. And you just. Oh, sorry. I guess this one.
Take that!
The spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. Yes, and I'd like to draw your attention to this area here. Where is the evidence that proves the killer dragged the suitcase through here?
Take that!
The smart here will say that it looks suspiciously like tracks from two wheels. I suppose, further, there is also greatest residue on the wheels of the suitcase. This means that the suitcase containing the victim's body definitely passed through here. I suppose this means that the killer did move the victim's body from somewhere else. I'm glad you've come to your senses. Not so fast. This still doesn't put you in the clear. Not by a long shot. So, Francisca logic part 2. You prepared yourself and acquired the piggy bank before the plane hit the turbulence. And then you waited for the victim in the lounge where you beat into them. Then while you were in the elevator with the victim's body stuffed into the suitcase, the plane hit the patch of turbulence and out flew the body from within the suitcase. With no way out, you hastily put the suitcase back where you had taken it from, and pretended to be the discoverer of the body. Not a bad bit of body or something you thought of on the fly. Yes, what are you insinuating? That I will show you exactly how flawed your logic is. No matter how strong a face you put on, not even you can hide your fears from me. I'll expose the flaw in her logic in one fell swoop. Acquire the piggy bank? That's not possible, man. Like, it was out of the window.
Objection!
The fact that you took this piece of evidence into account in your testimony is to be commended. Your legal prowess is certainly something to be feared. Evidence and logic, essential tools that those who would stand in a courtroom must learn to master. But what if there was a fake piece of evidence thrown into the mix? A fake? This Captain Hugo piggy bank is just such a fake, it is not a real murder weapon. What? The timing of when the bank was taken from the shop is important, and it was taken after the turbulence had occurred. But then, what about the blood on the bank? What do you make of that? I assume it was added after the murder when the killer fabricated this weapon. Looking at this way, the killer basically did the three things after the turbulence. After exiting the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase to the shop and left it there. Then the killer proceeded to pick the piggy bank from off the floor, and took it to fabricate a fake murder weapon by hitting the victim on the head. Then, finally, the victim's wallet was planted on my personage in my pocket to be precise. Everything was done so that I would be framed for the murder of Mr. Egby Hicks. You there? Yes, ma'am. Other than this piggy bank, was anything else resembling a murder weapon found? We didn't find anything in this lounge or in the shop that could be used as one, ma'am. Most of the items that could have been used were broken during the turbulence. And the remaining items all tested negative for any trace of blood. I see. Well, Sector, it appears your stall tactics are at an end. But it's possible that it's just hidden somewhere, sir. If the criminal had wanted to hide the weapon in a separate place, I think the weapon would have been hidden in the same place as the bloody cloth. Exactly what I was thinking. Because the cloth was hidden inside the suitcase, it signals to me that the killer had not prepared a more secure place to hide the evidence. Which means that the real murder weapon is either still on the murderer's personage, or still at the real crime scene. There is one more possibility, and that would be that the piggy bank is in fact the real weapon. But didn't we just... Let me finish. The killer took the bank out from the display case before the turbulence by opening the lock on the display case door. And it was at the time that the glass pane in the door was broken. Say that's perfectly reasonable line of reasoning, would you? Let's see. So that means that the killer had the key to the display case Francisca, the person you're talking about. Not so fast. I'm not finished. The person I'm talking about also committed another sin. She tricked the captain and granted you permission to conduct your investigation. Yes, it is the sin of lie. Speaking of which, I recall that you also wish to speak with her. Yes? Very well, permission granted. But if I can sit in on your interrogation, do we understand each other? I have no intention of interrogating her. But you're welcome to accompany if you so wish. Mr. Nero is in the flight attendant's room. Let's move. Let's go. Nothing here, I guess. Why don't we talk about the piano? They've got a piano on this plane. Hey, do you think I can try that? I think you'll know better than to randomly touch things at crime scene, detective. Besides, I didn't know you know how to play. Of course I do. I'm practically proficient. Interesting. The things you learn about people on a daily basis. I can get do and read to come out just right, sir. Do not that's what proficient pianists make, detective. Mr. Nero is in the flight attendant's room. Let's move. The blue door up there leads to the flight attendant's room, sir. Alright, let's go see what Mr. Nero has to say for herself. I want to show you my prosecutor's badge, man. Okay, let's move, I guess. Flight attendant's room? So you're the one that walked around inside this plane without the captain's permission. Deviating from the flight attendant's manual is very unbecoming, you know? What were you hoping to accomplish by doing that? Mr. Nero. Mr. Richard, you're here too? Can you please help us and shed some light on why you did what you did? Alright. Captain's permission. Can I show you this first? If you don't know. Oh no. Yeah, let's do it. Why did you lie about receiving the captain's permission like that? Because I didn't think I would be able to get his permission. What do you mean? The captain, he only has ears for Cammy. I spoke with the captain a little earlier myself. He that relative seems to be rather taken with Miss Mill. Yes, and on top of that, I had mistakenly accused Mr. Richard of being the killer. I wanted to make amends. In that case, please allow me to thank you for what you did. Thanks to you, I was able to clear myself of all charges. Really? You were able to prove your innocence? Oh, thank goodness. Mr. Nero, is it? There is one more thing I'd like to ask you. You were the in-flight shop just before the turbulence, weren't you? Please answer honestly. Yes, I was. And why were you there? Well, When the sudden hesitation, Francisca seems to have struck enough. Just tell us. All I did was go check up on the shop, like I always do. You're saying it was for work then? Yes, in charge of the shop, so I have to keep an eye on it. I don't have any reason to go there otherwise. After you visit to the shop, you paid a visit to his room, correct? Yes, I came back to freshen up and adjust my makeup. I'm sorry, but there isn't much else to tell. Mr. Nero claims I have no reason other than duty to go to the shop. But is that all there is to it? Maybe I should ask her about that thing. Your suitcase. Oh. If you could please take a look at this for me, Mr. Nero. Oh, that suitcase. Yes, about the suitcase, you are the one who designed it, correct? And I think I figured something else about it. The suitcase is the reason you went to the shop, isn't it? There's nothing you won't find out eventually, is there? Won't you please tell me more about the suitcase? Yes, why? Well, I was interested in seeing how the suitcase I had designed was selling. I know that as a service professional, I'm not supposed to care, but I really wanted to know, and I was glad to see that it was the last one there. The last one here? Okay, it's not. So you're saying, Mr. Nero, that the suitcase in question was the last one? Yes, they're just so popular, they're practically flying off the shelf. That's not exactly the impression I got. The one in the shop is most definitely the last one. The first smile. Well, we're currently looking at the suitcase. Really? Then I guess we solved all of them. Thank you very much for taking the last one. I didn't say anything about buying. Then say you buy. I'm sorry, I can't. But why? I think it will great with your complexion and structure. It really suits you. I guarantee it personally, as a service professional. Well, that is, how should I put this? It's hideous. Oh, what? Maybe that was a bit too direct. Moving on, my issue with the suitcase isn't the design, it's the number of them remaining. Remaining? There were 2 suitcases in the flag shop when I investigated. 2? But that's impossible. I'm sure there was only one. Looks like your story has generated quite the contradiction. When I left the shop, I'm positive there was only one suitcase left. Something's amiss here. What could be the meaning of this inconsistency? By the way, Mr. Nero, what is one of the suitcases doing? That's... Thought you said there was only one left. That one is, it's mine. I've used it for a long time now. She's used it for a long time? I think not. Mr. Nero, I appreciate if you wouldn't lie to me. Excuse me? I don't believe for even 1 second that you've used this for a very long time. The price tag. What proves this? Not long time. Tell me, Mr. Nero, is it also your habit to keep the price tag pristine on your suitcase? What is the meaning of this? Why would you lie about a suitcase? Despite having faith in her design sense, the sales number made her carry bitter tears. The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. Mr. Nero, I think I understand. I know what you are trying to hide. Now then, this suitcase was originally in the flight attendant's room. The suitcase was... Oh no. What did she say? So now you believe what I said about being my personal suitcase? Rose take a stand by all of feelings when vilifies a woman in such a vile tech. Ouch. She's making me out to be some sort of supervillain. I need to rethink this. I have to figure out where the suitcase came from. Oh, then the suitcase has already... Oh my god. I was too... Let's go. The in-flight shop, first class. In shop. Seeing as how the price tag is still on the suitcase, one can only assume it was out of the floor for sale in the shop. And the person who bought the suitcase was... herself, maybe. Because nobody wanted to buy it. Oh man, that was stupid of me to make this a mistake.
Take that!
It was you, wasn't it, Mr. Nero? I hate to say this, but this suitcase that you designed, it hasn't sold very well, has it? We saw how poorly this design that you poured your heart into was selling. And you were deeply hurt. That's why you wanted to make it look like it was selling and by buying it yourself. Isn't that right? Then, the reason you went to the shop and came back here was... I'm sorry. All I really have is my job. I was overjoyed when my design was chosen. I thought that maybe I finally accomplished something. But the suitcase didn't sell. It's because of the design, isn't it? All because it's as you put it. It is. I can't say that just a great place in which to sell them either. We weren't selling a single one, and they were just sitting there collecting dust. I felt so bad seeing them there, day in and day out, so I decided to buy one for every flight I work. You buy one every single time you work a flight? I see, so in order to get your resolution, you went in and bought one today as well. Yes, and here's my receipt for the purchase. This receipt is clearly timestamped. 5:40 a.m. The truth is, there's still a bunch of them left unsolved. They're planning to scrap the remaining ones at the end of this flight. Mr. Nara, where are the other suitcases? They should be all down in the cargo hold. Then the suitcase the killer used could very well have come from the cargo hold. Mr. Richard, you don't think that the killer used one of my suitcases, though? Yes, I do. The killer used one of your glove suitcases to move the victim's body. How could they? The suitcases were meant to be faithful partners to our passengers on their trips. That's all I ever wished for them to be. Mr. Nera, is there another way to get to the cargo hold other than the elevator? The only other way is just through that door here. And what about security? That door has no special lock installed because just to enter this room, you need a special keycard that only crew members have access to, which means that the culprit is someone who can enter this room, eliminating the passengers and leaving only crew members as potential suspects. I can't believe it. Yes, Francisca? Going on this wild goose chase, you're a disgrace to the phone caravan. And what do you mean by that? The suitcase come from the cargo hold. The fact alone tells the whole story. Yes, which is why I said culprit must be a crew member who used their keycard. Malsacho, you're proposing that the killer robbed the elevator from the cargo hold, correct? Yes, that's the only realistic possibility. The other attempt then, Miss Mill. I saw her earlier and she had this to say. Francisca got information out of Miss Mill. How did she do that? Did she wait for him to wake up? In order to make the elevator go down to the cargo hold, a different keycard is required. A different one? Yes, and the only person who holds that particular card is you, Miss Rhoda. And only you. Ah! What? Is this true, Mr. Nera? Yes, I keep that keycard in my locker at all times. Could you please show us that keycard, that card right now? Yes, hold on. I don't believe it. What's wrong? The keycard, it's gone. Haha, very clever. Pretending that your card was stolen when in fact you're just trying to hide it from us. You really thought this through. Wait, it's not like that. Well, can you tell us all about it? What's like down at the station? Officer, where is this phone? Yes, ma'am. Rachel. Mr. Rachel. Come on. Come on. Say hold it. Ah. What's wrong? There's disbelief written all over your face. Francisca, I know that you're a lead investigator on this case. However, hold it. Don't even think about wasting any more of my time. You know the rules as well as I do. Evidence speaks louder than words. Even if this case is in a courtroom, that basic tenet still applies. I intend to investigate the cargo hold now. What will you do, Marcelo? I intend to do likewise. Oh man. Damn, that was a short one. Okay. We're gonna continue the next part tomorrow, not now. But right now, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.